Hey guys and gals, and my fellow VEDS-ies, and welcome back to another day of VEDS. You know, it occurs to me that over the past few years, I've really become quite the fan of musical theater. This sudden fixation with the art of musical theater and musicals really in general, I believe is due largely in part to my love of animated films, which, particularly perfected during the Disney Renaissance, were all musicals in their own right. As such, over the course of the next couple of days, I'm going to highlight 3 or 4 musicals that I personally love. This isn't going to be a top 5 favorite musicals scenario. In fact, I'm going to be doing a top 5 during this year's VEDS. This just isn't it. So let's start off our retrospective of sorts with the first musical I ever saw live. And the answer will probably shock you. Shrek the Musical.
Sit back down.
Now look, I know that to some of you out there, the mere idea of Shrek becoming a musical may be seen as blasphemous, a desperate attempt by DreamWorks Theatricals to cash in on the success of Disney's animated movie to Broadway musical library. But hear me out, it really wasn't as bad as people claim it to be. Shrek the Musical is an irreverent musical comedy set in a fairy tale land far, far away. No, not that one. Where a green ogre named Shrek, with the aid of his noble steed Donkey, must rescue the lovely Princess Fiona from a dragon-guarded tower in order for him to rid his home of fairy tale creatures. Friendships are made, romance blossoms, you get the picture. Now, as I've alluded to before, Shrek as a Broadway musical, in concept alone, may seem ridiculous to most, especially when one considers the meme Shrek has become over the past couple of years. And to be fair, that isn't entirely false. I mean, you have a man in a fur suit with hooves imitating Eddie Murphy, a man on his knees to portray the diminutive dictator Lord Farquaad, and a song where literally the entire second half basically amounts to nothing else but a giant fart joke. It may appear, on the surface, to be nothing more than a colossal disaster of a show. Again, no, not that one. However, like the movie it is based on, appearances can be deceiving, and this show has layers upon layers to it. And if there's one thing that this show isn't without, it's heart. At its core, Shrek the Musical teaches acceptance of all people, regardless of their outside appearance. And that, in addition to finding happiness through the love and acceptance of others, you must also love yourself for who you are and embrace it. The musical itself is also visually stunning, with breathtaking puppetry, Tony Award-winning costume design, and incredible makeup and prosthetics. It's certainly a leg up from how these characters looked at Universal Studios back in 2001. Yikes.
That's gonna haunt me in my nightmares. Can we just move on, please?
Musically speaking, Shrek also has a myriad of toe-tapping tunes, from the bombastic opening of Big Bright Beautiful World, to the more somber and heartfelt Who I'd Be and When Words Fail. Personally, my favorite number and scene has always been the Dragon's number, which went through quite a few iterations before making it to its final version. Whether we're talking about Donkey Pot Pie from Broadway/Seattle, or Forever from the subsequent national tour and UK production, it's always impressed me how close they were able to replicate the dragon scene from the movie from this to this. I honestly recommend everyone check out Shrek the Musical with an open mind, which, since its closure on Broadway, is now incredibly simple, as you can just easily pick it up on DVD or Blu-ray, or you could see if one of your favorite streaming services has it, which at the time of this recording, I believe Netflix still has it. Trust me when I say, it is worth your time. And that's going to be it from me today, guys, gals, and my fellow VEDS-ies, and until tomorrow, later.